We begin tonight with good news and not so good news. The Health Department assured the public that the Philippines is still technically free of the nCoV or Wuhan virus. However, the number of suspected cases of the Wuhan coronavirus has climbed to 24. The agency is also gearing up for the repatriation of Filipinos from Wuhan City. Ria Fernandez with the story.
Patients under investigation or PUIs for the Wuhan coronavirus in the Philippines jumped to 24. All Chinese nationals, they had travel history to Wuhan and now show symptoms of the nCoV. Their samples will be sent to Australia for confirmation. Until then, they will remain in isolation. The test normally takes 4 to 7 days, and so the Health Department has already purchased nCoV primers, set to arrive from Japan in 2 days. A primer pertains to the specific sequencing of amino acid that identifies a certain virus from the others. This will save the DOH 2 days to determine if a PUI is nCoV positive.
We need to get hold of this so that we can already establish our own capacity to diagnose.
Meanwhile, the Department of Foreign Affairs is working on the repatriation of Filipinos at Hubei province, where Wuhan City is located.
We hope that we can do it as quickly as possible. We have to take the lead from the Chinese authorities based on their own rules on the ground.
However, repatriated Filipinos will undergo a 14-day quarantine. The Health Department assures there are enough funds to sustain expenses for the quarantine measures. Senator Bongo says the country is ready to send assets for the possible repatriation, with 30 to 50 Filipinos already expressing intent to return, but some would rather stay there.
Naniniwala naman kami na malalampasan namin ng mga Pilipino dito. Pero yung iba naman po, gustong umuwi kasi siyempre nag-aalala sila.
But officials also advised the public to stay calm. This after reports of transmission from those who do not display symptoms surfaced.
This has not yet been confirmed. This has not been confirmed by WHO. We are working with a global team of experts looking closely at the information, studying the epidemiology of the disease.
They also reiterated calls to practice proper hygiene and the wearing of masks, among others, especially when visiting hospitals or interacting with people from Wuhan. For News 5, Ria Fernandez, We Are One News.
In China, where the 2019 nCoV is believed to have originated, the death toll has already climbed to 106. That's out of more than 4,500 confirmed cases, up from Monday's record of just 2,800. Chinese authorities have imposed several new measures to contain the virus, including a 14-day observation period for people arriving from the province of Hubei, the postponement of new semesters for schools, and the suspension of hundreds of train lines. The head of the World Health Organization, after meeting with officials in Beijing, expressed confidence in China's ability to mitigate the outbreak. Now, outside China, there's now a tally of 47 cases, the latest of which is in Germany, only the fourth so far in Europe. While fatalities have been limited to China, countries are amping up efforts to stop the spread of the virus. The U.S., for one, has urged Americans to reconsider travel to China and is advising against travel to Hubei. Canada has also warned its citizens to avoid travel to the Chinese province. And over here, the Immigration Bureau will also stop issuing visas upon arrival for Chinese tourists. But some of them riding a cruise ship from Hong Kong were set to dock in Subic Bay, and residents are not having it. Here's the report.
The always busy Ninoy Aquino International Airport has been quieter than usual the past few days, with lesser volume of passengers arriving due to the nCoV outbreak scare. The Immigration Bureau has become stricter in screening incoming foreign tourists, even temporarily suspending the issuance of visa upon arrival for Chinese tourists, like the ones given to Chinese group tours. These tours make up 5% of arrivals from China.
We are discreetly trying to target specific flights, of course, and then nagfo-focus po kami doon.
The BI also implemented stricter procedures for those on board flights from China.
We also made very strict provisions or filling up of the arrival cards. Ito po yung napaka-importante para po we could trace and have an evaluation on the Chinese coming here.
Chinese nationals who are able to secure visas from the Philippine Embassy in China are still welcome. The BI has not yet held anyone, as the Chinese government itself put group tours to a halt to contain the virus. Meanwhile, the 2 ships from China that are currently docked at Pier 15 on the port of Manila has been cleared and declared safe by the Bureau of Quarantine. One of these is a cruise ship with over 300 Chinese passengers from Hong Kong. They will travel to Subic Tuesday night, which the DOH says irked a few residents.
We leave it to the Subic Bay Authority to do what is appropriate, bearing in mind the safety of people.
But the health department assured Subic residents that the cruise ship poses no health hazard. The Subic Bay Metropolitan Authority also placed Subic Port under heightened alert. But this does not mean that cruise ships are barred from entering.